Hello everyone, I'm Lee Suss, and welcome back to Viscera Cleanup. Viscera Cleanup Detail, I should say. I did a fresh look at this game a little while back, and I toured all of the original levels, and I toured this one, the new level, Evil Science. Look around a few things, and I enjoyed it so much I think I'd come back and actually do the cleanup, and you can watch if you like. I don't know how long this is going to take. I might have to cut pieces out, depending on. It could take it will take a very long time to do this. I suppose you'll want to watch like 3 hours of me cleaning. However, I'll show highlights, and if I discover anything new in here. I've not actually ever finished this level, so I'd like to do it once at least. It seems particularly massive compared to all the others. However, before we start, there are 2 things that I need to do. I like this level because it's so much lighter than the other ones. The other levels are so dark, but there we go. This device here, I played with this earlier. It's a laser welder, and when I first had a look at this level, I was wondering, I was saying that I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's actually for. Is it just a bit of scenery? Does it have a purpose? And I finally went and looked up what it was for. I discovered why it's in this level, and it's also in the revised version of Splatter Station, which is the very first one that's ever played. And I'll show you what it does. Bullet holes gone. Bullet holes are a new thing. See, bullet holes are found in this level and in Splatter Station, and they count as rubbish. See what you mean? So here's the sniffer. It's got 2 settings. It picks up organic material, and it picks up rubbish, things like crisp packets, cartons, bullet casings, and bullet holes. So you have to get rid of these, and that's fine. I mean, you have to be careful. If you do it wrong, it can make a real mess. It has a burn effect. And I've discovered the best way is to do short bursts like this. And eventually, I'm not quite sure on the timing. If you do it for too long, you get black stains appearing. But I found that if you do it right, they vanish. Goodness, that's loud. There we go. Now I'm going to go around and give all the bullet holes, because there is a bug I found with this laser. Save states are a new thing to the game, so especially with a level as big as this one, it's good to be able to save and then come back to it. The trouble is, I found that I've already tried to do a let's play of this level, but when I for bullet holes, when I came back, the laser had vanished, and that isn't one I can get through. The laser had vanished, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I tried it again. It's unfortunately, there is a bug where the laser vanishes. And if the laser's vanished, well, you can't finish the level. Because the bullet holes count to the completion of the clean job. Let's have a quick look to see if there's no bullet holes hiding under here. No, there aren't. Which is a little annoying, and I reported it on the... You can't open this one. I reported it on the website, and they said they'll look into it. Other people had reported the same error, but the devs were having trouble reproducing the area where it goes. I reckon it's something to do with the way that the game saves the objects that are around them. Because I saw another similar, what's supposed to be a related error. There's a lot of bullet holes here. I'd left boxes of rubbish, of bits lying around, and when I came back to the level, boxes themselves had gone, but the contents were still there, sort of retained in the shape of the box. So that's really loud, isn't it? Oh, that's what I was worried about. See, this little burn effect you get sometimes. Whoops! Making a mess. I forgot the gun gets flung out like that every time you do it. So I reckon that the problem with the laser is something to do with how the level saves objects. So the bins, say the bins have vanished. On other levels, if you leave a bin lying around, it's still there when you come back. But these bins that had things inside them, yeah, it had made a mistake and it had deleted them, but the contents are still there. You see, you bumped into this mess that was originally in the bin. It all fell on the floor again. The other thing was, I commented before that I'd like a little helper. Oh, is that burning more because of this black stuff? Is that gone? I'm gonna have to get a bucket in a minute. So I check a couple of these. So I wouldn't want a little helper to help me clear up this place because it is such a big job. And one of the kids had said, yeah, they wouldn't mind getting involved before they hadn't shown much interest in the game. The fun here and there. But one of the kids, Christian Tex, wanted to get involved and try out. But we're having real trouble doing despite having a LAN and being able to play Minecraft and various other things together, we couldn't seem to get. This is creepy. We couldn't seem to get the co-op working for this, and I don't know why. I've done the pull forward and everything else. I've done this sort of stuff before. We've played many other games together on the LAN, and we couldn't get this one working. I don't know why. And I suppose I could get Hamachi, and that would probably solve it. But I don't like Hamachi very much. I don't like the way it hangs around on your computer. It's some ways I think it behaves like a flipping virus, or it behaves like Skype. You know, once you've got it on there, it always likes to be on. It always likes to be doing something. It likes to be in your startup menu. It just annoys me the way Hamachi works. So where at all possible, I avoid it. Ooh, slippery floors. So unfortunately, yes, I won't have a little helper who's along to do some of this, because I know he'd enjoy zapping things with the laser welder. He's that sort of kid. But never mind. So I'm on my own some for doing this. We'll try again to see if I can get him on here. But anyway, so that's failed. And there's one more thing as well that I missed on the fresh look that I did. Hold on. Let's just make sure I've got all these holes. See, I missed it. Oh god, there's loads of them. I know I'm going to miss them somewhere. I don't know what the rule is around this about how... I should have to hit them in the dead centre to make sure they go. Is that gone? Right. Back to the bottom. There's another couple. I've missed something on the fresh look, which I'm quite embarrassed about. And I will show you that in a moment. I'm just working my way through the level to get to that part. Go away, bullet hole! Bullet hole. There is one more use for the laser, by the way. I must remember that before we get out of here. Stop burning the place up. Come away, bullet hole! You have been welded. Stop resisting my welding skills. Making it worse now. Stop resisting my welding skills. Something else that I know Christian Tex would enjoy doing. I'll show you that. Causing destruction with the laser welder. Because why does that bullet hole not want to go? It just doesn't want to, does it? It's a particularly deep hole. There, it's gone. Have I finally cleared the holes? See, I'm paranoid now with this damn laser disappearing. Come here. Save us? No, that's the whole point. That's the whole problem. Saving is the problem. I can't save. If I save, this thing will vanish. You silly people. Trying to do a let's play here. You don't understand what problems there are. Luckily, as far as I can tell, the bullet holes do not appear in the floor. Here's some more though, look. That one went easy. Why did that one go so easily? Maybe it's something to do with having dirt over it. Is that what it is? Should I clear the dirt off first before I start? Does that... Let's get a bucket. Come here. Well, I've already put you the other side, but fine. Yeah, someone asked about the forum about those slippery floors as well. They can't actually clean them, which is rather frustrating. You can't clear the slipperiness up. I mean, what would be really cool is if, well, on a certain level, if every time you put water on the floor it got slippery for a while. But I don't think that's a possibility. Yeah, see, I knew there was something hiding there. I don't think that's a possibility with the way that the engine works right now. Yeah, see, the lack of dirt seemed to help. Well, maybe it's just me imagining things, but I think the lack of dirt seemed to help there. Anyway, so someone asked about using lots of water maybe to clear up the icy floors, or to use the laser in some way. Please don't ever use the laser any more than I have already. Let's do the other thing with the laser, shall we? Sorry, fella. Excuse me. Oh, no, I didn't want you. I wanted the laser. Ooh. In here, let's do the bullet holes first. Past the horrific surgery. Now, this is when I first noticed the bullet holes. I couldn't believe I walked around and didn't notice the bullet holes. But I was cleaning this room on my first attempt at playing. And I was getting... the sensor was picking up rubbish. The sniffer. On the second setting. And I was searching around and I found a knife behind the back and I thought it was that and it was still doing it. And eventually I suddenly thought, hey, there's two great big holes in the wall. How did you not notice that, Lee? So there you go. See, this blue stuff on the floor is slippery. Something to do with the cryogenic stuff that's going on around here. Preserving body parts. See, I don't like working on this. I don't like to be running in and out of rooms and just doing one job in every room. I like to work one. There's a hole. I like to work a room thoroughly and make it completely clear, and then move on to the next. There we go. Any more bullet holes? Yes, no. Okay, let's do the other job. You see this light here? There's a problem with this. Other than the fact it's a horrifying corpse. It's a mutant corpse though, it's not a human corpse. You can take the bits off, but in fact some of them are jammed. Oh, it's out. No. Well, that's interesting. The first time I did this, come on, I couldn't remove this. It was jammed in here. So what I had to do was, oops, that was nice and clean for half a second there. What I found I had to do, I could not remove that main body part. So what I did was I zapped it with a laser and burned it up. Which is not actually a bad idea. I might try again. So no, it did. I did that. Now I'm wondering, actually, there is a problem with these big body parts. I shall demonstrate. That's not too bad. That's a pelvis or something there. Where's the box? I saw a box. Here it is. I will demonstrate amply what the problem is. Well, that's a box mostly full, and the really big bits you can't even get them in one box. So I'm wondering if the way it orientates. I just orientated that. See, it didn't do it in a very sensible way. I'd rather you went stump down rather than foot down, because foot down is hard to put in there. Anyway, I wonder if dealing with the really big body parts, using a laser is a viable method. Maybe it's actually easier to do it that way around. Because, you know, before you know it, 3 bits and the box is pretty much full. Which means you're carrying individual body parts. And look at these. And the legs as well, look, and the arms. I bet this cat goes hand down. Ready? Yeah, not very helpful game. It's just, yeah. And when you find them a long way away from the furnace, it's a big pain. See. So if you zap this, makes a bit of a mess on the floor. Stay still. Isn't that a bit more manageable? Look at that, you get loads of them in a basket, couldn't you? Just need a lot of mopping afterwards. So maybe I'll try that in one of the rooms. I'll try burning up all the big alien corpse bits. Right. Are we done in this part here? I think we are. Any more bullet holes? I don't remember any bullet holes over here. No, I don't remember any over here. So this is the other part that I missed. I mean, it should be pretty obvious to anybody else. I looked for this door like many others and thought, well, that's nice, a bit of scenery outside, it's interesting, isn't it? And then I'd cleaned all around here so I could walk through to the bin and not get my feet dirty, and I thought, isn't it strange how I'm still getting readings with the sniffer over here? I've definitely cleaned over here, I was getting very high readings, and I realised that this isn't the lift, it's an operational lift. So in other words, there's a whole new level to this game that I didn't realise was here. I think I had the problem that how the lift initially operated. And this is what I found when I got upstairs. Oh my god, it's like the devs went completely mad with this. I thought, you know, it's quite messy downstairs. Let's go really nuts upstairs. How messy can we make it? Look at this place. Thankfully, it isn't as bad as it initially looks. I mean, there's a lot of blood, but in fact, and these were a pain to carry downstairs, and I was carrying this across and dumping them in the lift, but it really, in fact, if you burn up the big alien parts, you get a lot of mess from here. And they overburn from the laser, if you could even hear me over this. But if you know how to deal with it, the lumps aren't too bad. That was a very weird angle there. What happened there? So I discovered this, and also there's another area up, there's a secret area up here. A lot of the other doors you can't simply get through, but this one you can get through. You need to find the code for the door control. And it's not too hard, you just got to read all the notes that are around. I mean, I spent my time doing all sorts of clever search, and I thought maybe the note's hidden up here, maybe there's a little scrawled note on the wall. Like, no, it's quite easy to find, it's in the med bay, it's not that hard. That's making things hard for myself. So there's a note, and we'll open that door up later. And in fact, over here as well, there's another door you can open. Most important room in the house. It's the toilet. So, unfortunately, the toilets don't flush. And some of them come out of there, you come on. Come. And now we know also why there are why the dispenser downstairs contains toilet seats. Because there are in fact, oh, come on out of there. There are in fact toilet seats in the game. I did wonder why they were in here, but come on. No, don't play hard to get. So unfortunately, you can't actually clean this water. I've tried washing it with the mop. It just makes it worse. In fact, I've even thought for a while maybe if this was an infinite supply of water, so I could use this instead of a bucket, which would have been good because it would have been not carrying buckets upstairs. But unfortunately, no. So let's finish off the job up here. There are a few bullet holes up here to get rid of. Here they are. Right, these were pretty easy. Let's test the theory again. This one's quite dirty. Will this clean more easily? Not so much my idea about dirty bullet holes being harder. Fingers crossed, that's all we need to do with the laser now. Oh no, there's another one here. And I didn't bring a bucket, did I? Let's go and use the toilet. Sorry about that, my phone going off the background. Usually I'd turn that off, but never mind. Yeah, let's go and use the toilet to get ourselves a clean mop. And I shall demonstrate. Not doing weird things, mop. There we go. But unfortunately it won't stay clean doing that. After a few... I think the water in the toilet operates a bit like a bucket, so after a few goes... it becomes dirty, except of course you can't... What am I doing? Where's the laser? You can't empty the water out the toilet, which is a shame. If you could flush it... Yeah, well... Maybe in a future version. That went surprisingly smoothly. Make sure we got them all. So I'm very paranoid. I don't dare save the game until I'm sure I've got all the holes and all the lasers, the lasery stuff. In fact, you know what I'm going to have to do? Not that for a start. I'm going to have to go into that room there now. Get the passcode and go to that room now before I stop, just in case. Are there any bullet holes in there? See, now that water's getting dirty, isn't it? See, it's got the slightly greyish tinge to it. Bullet hole? Let's just double check in here. Bullet holes, bullet holes, bullet holes. No! So this is the bullet holes episode, I think. It's the intro and the bullet holes episode. That's what I'll do. Let's go and get the passcode. There's another bullet hole. Oh, you sneaky swine, see? You thought you'd get away with it. Fab. And there's probably one under here. There is, isn't there? Look. There it is. Let's go and get the... Go and get a bucket and the passcode. Just in case you're wondering where it is, I'll show you where that is. Oh, that's an organ dispenser, isn't it? You can tell by the noise it's not going to be a nice clean bucket of water. Now I haven't looked in here either, but there's bullet holes in here. I haven't even checked in here yet. So over here in the corner. Get out of the way. Oh my goodness, glitchy. Get out of the way, signs. So, this is by Emeroids Junior Security, Shift 23B. After last week's unfortunate accident and the resulting death of the captain, I have changed the code for the upper level sick bay to 2199. Not that it's hard to hack anyway, stupid designer. I'm sure it's a reference to one of the games, maybe. I don't know which one it might be, which horror game it is that's a reference to. Easily hacked doors. Another note, please. Whoever is responsible, stop putting chew confectionery in all the control pads. It was funny once, but Jones was caught unaware, and now it's revolting. Oh, can I read that again? Let's try again. Please, I'm failing massively here. Whoever's responsible, stop putting chew confectionery on all the control pads. It was funny once when Jones was caught unaware, but now it's revolting. Okay, so 2199. Let us get a bucket. Click the bucket on the way past. A light wouldn't be a bad idea as well, because that is a dark section up there. So let's get ourselves a light. So I hate doing it this order. I would rather be cleaning up around here, cleaning the common routes, the routes that lead to the bucket dispenser and the bin dispenser and the furnace. So you can run around without worrying about getting your boots dirty. Also, is this? I don't. It's gonna be a bit glitchy. I'm a bit worried that this the light will get bumped and break in the lift. Okay, so that's clean. Let's get. Is that a bullet hole? I'm not sure. Let's get this code open. Where's my cursor? There, oh, it's on the screen. I'm trying to push the buttons down here. 2, 1. Unlock. There we go. Let's have a look in here. So very creepy in here. And a weird noise in the vents. I'm sure it's nothing. Any bullet holes? Gruesome. Grisly and gruesome. Let's have a check over here and make sure this is definitely not a bullet hole. Or get a clean mop first, why not? I didn't bring it out of the lift. Okay, nuts. So I think I'm going to end this episode in a moment. Let's just have a quick last check downstairs for any bullet holes. I'll do my Lady of the Lamp routine first and run around. I don't think she was looking for bullet holes though. Well, I guess she might have been, but her bullet holes were in people rather than walls. The only person I care about around here not having bullet holes in is me. There's nothing in here, is there? No. Well, that's a clean lift. Huh? Don't knock the light over. Quick, pick it up. Ooh, that's a fast lift. Right, so last spot check over here. This is, I know this is clean because I never saw the bullet holes when I was first playing. That's why I'm surprised by the bullet holes when I saw them in here. They're not evenly distributed around the area. They're only in certain places. There's no bullet holes in here. I did once completely clean this room. There's nothing on the walls there, is there? Don't bash the lights. The lights apparently are a bit tougher than they used to be, but they are still very easy to break. There's a region up here as well. You have to put boxes down to climb up to, but I'm pretty certain that it isn't. It doesn't have bullet holes up there. I think we're done, you know. I think the bullet hole hunt is over. I'm going to do a little bit more off screen just to make absolutely sure. And I'll come back and I'll do some proper cleaning. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again next time.